This video takes you through the steps of adding and refining a table widget in your Activeboard. The table widget displays data as a set of facts or figures systematically displayed in columns and rows. We will use the table widget in the context of existing Activeboards and queries. To get started, we have our Activeboard open and in edit mode. Using the widgets gallery, click the table widget and drag it onto the workspace. On this table, we wish to show the number of visits by source country and corresponding average response times. Let's open the table widget settings using Edit. In the query editor, we will paste an existing query providing this information. Here we can see the data source, filters, calculated columns, grouping, and the calculated columns after grouping, providing the number of visits and average response times. Save the changes to the query. Returning to the data settings, we can give our table widget a name and limit the time range to the last 7 days using the Custom Date Range field. The table widget appears populated with the query information. Now it's time to refine the widget using the visual settings. With so much data available, it is sometimes optimal to narrow down the data shown on the table widget to make it more relevant. We could modify the query, or for table widgets, we have the top option. The events displayed will be sorted by the selected sorting type, and only the number of events entered in the top row limit will be displayed. If we expand the columns of the table widget, we have several additional settings, such as modifying its name, hiding it, or applying conditional formatting. Let's take a look at this last option using the critical column. In the table, the critical column cell values indicate if the corresponding average response time exceeds the threshold specified in the query. We can use these values to apply conditional formatting to the column cells. Locating the critical column, we set the format field to conditional. Then, we can add the desired condition. We will shade the cell background in red if the value is equal to 1, because 1 is equivalent to the value true. We also have the possibility to add an image by copying a reference address and pasting it in the icon URL field, copyright permitting. The conditional formatting is reflected in the cells that meet the condition. Now that we have achieved the desired formatting, we can go back and edit the query expression to raise the threshold value from 500 to 600. Once saved, the new values and conditional formatting show on the table. If you wish to learn more about any of the concepts mentioned, see the description below for specific videos on Activeboard functionalities in more detail. Thank you for watching. Visit us online to keep up to date with the latest content.